YouTube Tuesday from Barnabas Junction, brought to you in association with the Model Railway YouTube community group, MRYCG, connecting the Model Railway community together. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter and YouTube. Just search for MRYCG.
Well, good evening, everybody. How is everybody? Hope you're all well. Welcome to another episode of YouTube Tuesday. Let me just bring that up for you. So straight away, what we're going to do is talk about those guys. It's the YouTube channel members. Big thanks to all and every one of you for supporting the channel. Humanity Junction, building the ELR step by step. The Train Freak, Simon Trains, MRS, Mike Pringle, Donegal Dad, Flint Hills Model Railway, that's Jeff Hammond. The Taffy Vale Railway, that's TVR, Dave Williams. Owens Model Railways, Leicester Station TMD, Paul Cynic, Containerman 68, the Growler with his Blackwood Engage layout, and I've seen the new shed looking good, mate. New Durham Junction Model Railway, Hollybrook Junction, Valleybrook Model Railway, Dave Smith, and of course John Dawson. Big thank you as always for those who are channel supporters, kindly donating to be a channel member and supporting the channel. Right, so find all links to every one of those channels down in the video description at any point. Go check them out to make sure, if you do like what you see, go and subscribe. Make sure you watch numerous of their videos. So great to see so many of you already here in the chat. Let's have a look who we've got. So I'll scroll back. So let's scroll back to the very start. So we've got Dinmore Junction, excuse me, Owens Model Railways. He's planning the 8 for 2. Melvin Fackler, good evening. Thanks for doing it. I am doing well. The Growler's in the house. Wroxham Junction, Simon's Trains, Donegal Dad. John Dawson, afternoon, everyone. Good evening to those here in the UK. Yes, good evening to us because we're in the UK. I know you're over there. Simo D, thanks for joining us. David Atkins from British Columbia. Moreland Model Railway, Andy. Andrew Sartorius. Bangor Junction, Carl Braun. Who else we got? Banford Junction, welcome. I know New Durham Junction will like your logo. Thanks for joining us. Angel Share Model Railway, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Who else we got? Anyone else new in the chat? Clayton's Trains Reviews, good evening. New name in the chat. Thanks for joining us. March West Junction TMD. Effingham's in the house. Great to see you, Effingham. Who else have we got? Matthew Whitmore's in. Good evening. Southern Train Girl, yes. Who else? Trying to scroll through everybody that's chatting nicely away there in chat. Right, first of all, obviously you may have seen the the splash screen prior to the show starting. We're going to be talking a little bit about the static grasses that I've got. This is one of the bags that I've got from Modelling Materials, so that'll be coming up later. And also, we're going to be talking about one of these, a homemade static grass applicator. Now, I have done a video about how this actual one was made. If you haven't seen, excuse me, a bit of a croaky throat, I need a drink. So we're going to be talking about this and how good are these homemade ones compared to obviously with the new ones. I haven't got one of the newer ones to compare with, so I don't know how good. So I'm going to take your opinions on the quality of the new ones, manufactured ones like from Gauge Master or WWS, them sort of places, all the various ones you can get on the market. So we're going to have a bit of a chit chat about them, and I'm going to see, I'm going to try and show you guys how effective this is. I will admit, in my opinion, it's not as effective as the big manufacturers, but it has done me proud. But before we get on with that, first of all, if your stream is a little blurred, click on up there somewhere. There should be 3 little dots. Click on those 3 little dots and select quality to make sure you're watching in the highest possible available stream. As YouTube, especially on the mobile apps, they are defaulting to 144p. Upgrade it to 1080 or 720, whichever one you're able to, and you get a nice crystal clear picture of this ugly mug. So good evening, one and all. Great to see. So Matt Maz is in, Somerset Andy's in, Steve Harper's in. Great to see you all. Arthur Humphreys is in, CSX Rensville's in. Excuse me. So John Dawson, right. Okay, it's great that you're here, actually, because this is in regards to you and also regards to Steve Smith and MRYCG. In episode 6, we launched a giveaway, courtesy of prizes donated from John Dawson and a smallish prize also donated by Benton Road. So there's 3 prizes up for grabs. And I did say you can enter 4 times. Well, up to Sunday just gone, you could actually only do your 3 entries. It was obviously you had to comment on episode 6 with hashtag DB Schenker. So everyone that's done that, well done to you. You've got an entry from that video. You also had to go to John Dawson's channel, and the link is in the description of episode 6 to take you straight to his channel. You had to comment on his intro video with exactly the same hashtag DB Schenker for a second entry. And you also had to go to Steve Smith's channel, that's Railway Laser Lines, and go to the video for the MRYCG on tour plaque, which let me just grab it here so you know what you're looking for. Oh, so for this being produced by Railway Laser Lines, as you can see, there it is, supplied by Railway Laser Lines. You have to go to the video of this being produced by Steve, and you had to go onto that video, go into the comments and hashtag DB Schenker again for a 3rd entry. Well, I did say there was 4 possible entries, and there is now a 4th entry plot. I did announce it on the initial video that you had to go to the MRYCG's last podcast episode of 2020. That was episode 8 that's just been launched this Sunday just gone. So you couldn't do it, obviously, because it wasn't there, but now it is. You can now get your 4th entry. Now, if this works well, I'm going to show everybody the entries so far. So fingers crossed, let's see if this will work. Screen share, right. So application window. No, I don't want that one. I want actual screen share. So you're going to get my ugly mug numerous times now. So yeah, so we share that. So there you go. I've now got a screen share ready. I'm going to add it to the stream. Way, there you go. See what I mean? You get multiple screens of myself. Right. So fingers crossed, this should work. Let's see if it's worked. Let's see if it comes up on the screen. I'm just waiting for, I'm waiting my own screen because I've only got one screen running on this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to that and I'm going to put that in full screen. So 1 second while I just attempt to do it. Full screen layout. That's the one we want. So here we go. Go back to it. So this is everybody's entries so far. So across the top, you'll see B, C, D, and E. They're the 4 possible entry slots to the giveaway. And I have listed all the names that have successfully entered so far. So we've got Mike Pringle, Benton Road, Ben Valley Railway, Dearmore Junction, Tony Rowe, Digger Evans Model Railway, Alex S, Valleybrook Model Railway, Thunder Train Joe, Dugmore Junction, March West TMD, Leicester Station and TMD, Route 7 Railway, Steve Harper, Moreland Model Railway, Andy, Finnerton Central Model Railway, Hidcote East, Ronald Morritt, Charleston Eastgate, Rail Ale Bob, Andrew Sartorius, Salmon Trains MRS, Eudorham Junction Model Railway, Donegal Dad, Steve Scanis, Saresen, apologies if I pronounced that wrong, Penn Junction, John PW22, Amtrak Junction, Amtrak Ray, Owens Model Railways, Mini Witterson Junction, Flint Hills Model Railway, Jeff Hammond. Now, you'll see in slots B, C, D, and E, they are the entries. And if they've got a hashtag in them, that means your entry is successful. You have gone to that and put your entry in. If there is no hashtag in the box, that means you have not yet entered it in that particular video. So the likes of Benton Road and Ben's Valley Railway there at the top, you can see they've still got to go to the podcast episode 8. But you've got the likes of these lovely modelers. Digger Evans, I know you're here in the chat. You have not entered for C, and you haven't got your 2nd, 3rd, and 4th entry done yet. Likewise, 2 there. There's 2 there that have not been done. Most of you, only 5 entries so far on the podcast. Leicester Station TMD has not done Steve Smith's. And these modelers here have not done any apart from the first video. Likewise, Andrew Sartorius, you are here. You only entered on the first video. You've got 3 more entries there to get in yet. And likewise, New Durham Junction, I know you're in the house. You've only entered once yet. So you've only, up to now, you're only going to get 1 entry. 4 entries, 4 more, it's more of a chance of winning. And the likewise, we'll see down here. Now, these are the ones that have not actually entered on the main video, episode 6, as well as missing out on other ones already. So if you want all 4 entries into the giveaway, you need to go to every single location and get your entry in. Remember, you must go to it, hashtag DBShanker on each of the videos. If you go to episode 6, the links are there to go straight to where you need to get your entry in. Good evening, Mini Western Junction, Rachel and Sean. Thanks for joining. As you can see, Rachel, you've only got 1 entry in so far in the giveaway. That was on John Dawson's video. Still got 1 there, 1 there, and 1 there to get 4 entries. Jeff as well. You need to get your other entries in. I know Jeff is not joining us tonight as he's not feeling very well. He's had to go to bed. He's quite unwell this evening. He has wished as well, and says he will catch up whenever he can if he's not managed to get here. So I will get in touch with Jeff directly and let him know to get all his entries in. So yes, there you go. That is all the entries so far and all that have not entered so far with all 4 possible places. Well, get it done, guys. And any of you that are new here and have not even done a single entry yet, you've not seen your name on this list, then go get your entry in. I have been thoroughly checking on it. I have been going through every single video, speaking with John and Steve Smith to ensure that none of the entries have gone into the spam section, and they conclude that everything is hunky-dory, all is well, and I will be monitoring this fully all the way up to midnight of the 20th of December, where entries will then close. So still plenty of time. What are we on now? It's the 8th of December, so you've still got 12 days to get your entries in, all 4 of them. So good luck to all of you, and thank you also for joining in with that. So we'll come back again just to double check any newcomers that have come into the stream since we'll go back over it again a little later on. So let me stop screen sharing now and get you back to me. Right, so there we go. Right, so let's have a look what's going on in chat. Let's see who's saying what. It only takes one, says New Durham Junction. Hello, all in chat. That's yes. Rachel got 4 entries. I still won't win, says Salmon Trains. You spelt Donegal wrong. I do apologise. I will correct it. I will correct it indeed. I have obviously your entries confirmed though. If I've got it there, don't worry. Darren R. Anybody in Manchester just starting out need help? Well, you're not far from me. I'm just up the road. Darren R. in Crewe. Holy smokes, says Aaron of Upwell and onwards. Welcome, Aaron, all the way from New Zealand, down under. Kevin Shawbridge Junction's in. Good evening. Steve, I'll be happy when the layout is moved. Bit worried that one of the baseboards might be difficult to move. Oh dear. Yes, actually, because you're moving it from in the house into the shed, aren't you? So who we got? Right, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be changing for the next couple of episodes or 3 up to the final one on the 22nd. I'm going to be switching around these shout outs. Now, as you remember, I did some really special one for Main Train last week, and he's got back in touch with me directly and wished me many thanks for doing that. And I thank you all. Absolutely amazing guy. And also, I went over New Durham Junction again last week, and thank you to everybody. He did get to his some nice subscribers from you. But what I want to do is make the shout out for all you guys that are here in the chat. So what we're going to do is I'm going to set somebody as the shout out person. Owen's Model Railway's in the house there with a. In fact, I need to do this, don't I? Just bear with me. I haven't got my shout out button sorted. Forgot about that. So we'll fire that up. In fact, it won't do that. So what else have we got? Now, for those of you who don't know, actually, the TMD is completely separated from the main layout at the moment. So I'm going to actually have to move the logo to blast it. So bear with me. Oh, there we go. Hopefully all should be good now. And we should. Let's see whether we've got light. So for the shout out, we get a blast. Owen, I forgot my random solo out duties. Am I being replaced? Knowing Owen. I'm a poet and I didn't know it. No, Owen, I'm going to select you, Owen. Today you are being selected to choose from the chat today 3 shout outs. You are going to choose the shout outs today, and we're going to talk about those channels. So, Owen, if you would kindly choose somebody from here in the chat to do a shout out. They can have had a shout out before, it does not matter. Everybody is open for shout outs. So if you want to have your channel shouted out, start asking Owen to shout him out for you. Give it 5 minutes or so, Owen, before you do it. Don't worry about it. St. Mary's in the house. Right, what an honour. Yes, indeed. Well, you just did a donation there, so why not? You should be the honour of the shout outs for tonight. 3 shout outs are required. I'm just wondering, shall we have Owen do all 3? Tell you what, Owen, do 1 for now, and I might just get somebody else to do the second one. So do 1. What time are we on? 20 past at 8:30. Publish your shout out in the chat. Okay, at 8:30, publish the first shout out for tonight, please. Nobody, don't tell anybody who it's going to be, but please, at 8:30. Okay, everybody's groveling now. Pressure's on, Owen. The pressure's on. Everyone's groveling. So what I'm going to do, oh, I've just remembered, Owen. And just for you, Owen, I've just remembered something. Let me try and remember what it's on. I think it's on that. No, it's not. No, it's not. I know it's on. It's on that. Yes, there it goes. So just for you, Owen, I've got a train running as well. It might stutter a bit because nothing's ran for over a week, since last week. But fingers crossed, all will go well. Could you talk about Benton Road kits, please, Owen, and ask Jason to mention your bus kits, please, Owen's Model Railway. Come to that in a bit. So for Owen, he missed it last week. Let me switch the camera because we have got two cameras in use. At the moment, I'm using my laptop camera. So we're going to switch camera. Here we go. Let me just go to settings. Here we go. Oh, look, what's that there? So, Owen, just for you, as you did miss it last week, here it is. 150 you asked for. Scrapline, good evening to you. How are you? Hope you're well. Hope the family's well as also. Amtrak Junction's in. I'll be going back over the competition entries again for those that have missed. I've just noticed the piece of paper is peeling off there and needs gluing now. So while that's there actually, yes, Benton Road. Benton Road produces kits, card kits. It's got a great website. This is one of the kits I built before. There's the 150 again. Move that back. So proper traction, long lift sprinters, yeah. So yeah, Benton Road kits. This was a kit I built on one of my live streams in Series 2. He does some great kits. He's done a fabulous engine shed one at the moment, so I'm really looking forward to that. Some of the kits I do believe are free as well for you to download and make yourself. This one is free and you can adapt it in many ways you want. So this is a superb kit. I really do like this. That's hot. Dear wife just brought me a lovely drink up. Thank you very much. Today's drink currently is Coke Zero, and she just brought me a nice Pepsi up as well. I'm getting messages. Let me just check these messages out. Bear with me. Oh, all kits are free. So what I'm going to do is so that Benton Road can post a link. I'm just going to make him a moderator. There we go. So yes, yes, all kits are free by Benton Road, I believe now. So superb stuff. Absolutely fantastic. Superb stuff. So if you like your card kits, simple card kits that look the part, and you can do an absolute loads of work with. Check out Benton Road's kits. He will be posting a link into his website in a moment where you can go and get these kits for absolutely zilch. I say this is one of his early ones, and I'm really proud of that one. It's a superb little kit, and I will weather it over time. Matthew Finton, good evening, Jason from Somerset. Good to see you once again, my friend. Good to see you. There you go. Benton Rose has posted his link in. Well, one would say, what's that there? So, I won't ask for a shout out as it's Owen's choice, and a lot of asking would seem like peer pressure. Oh, well. If you don't ask, you don't get. We'll wait and see. Good evening, Tim. Island Scenics, aka FMR, ex-FMR Station House Model Railway. Well, thanks for joining us this evening. Oh, and talking actually there, there's confetti arms in the background. Yes, well, when I was doing some moving around earlier, well, yesterday actually, I found some more confetti. people were right. I was going to find confetti. Hi Tim, I see it says digger. I have been finding more even though I've cleaned up. So yeah, it looks like I'm going to be finding confetti for many, many, many times. Anyway, so is it past yet? No, not yet. FMR is still live on Facebook for all who like to see what's going on the double. Oh, is it? I thought you changed a lot. Well, that's great. Great stuff. Right. So I'm going to try and move a few things around so I can get a bit closer to this baseboard. And what I'm going to have to do is also stop the 150, I'm afraid, Owen, because otherwise it's going to be whacking into me. Okay. So with the power of extra long cables, we're going to move confetti arms. I'm going to move that out of the way. I'll move the builder's shed out of the way, that out of the way as well. I'm just going to move this camera to a preferred position. Let's lift it up so you can see over here. Now, what I'm going to just show you, and what I want to talk about, is obviously static grass applicators and the static grasses that I've got. Now, this whole area is going to get static grass in various different areas. It's going to be hit and miss, thrown in there. It's going to be completely random. It's going to be a lot of overgrownness, and what I do put down initially will change probably to, I might take it away, just put pathings, things like that. So I'm going to put just lots of random static grass across all of this area up to roughly where the rock face is. Now, I'll just let me just take the camera over to here. As many of you know, it's stood its test of time. That is an area of static grassing I've done in the past. I've just got to untangle the cable. 1 second. There we go. So this is static grassing I've done in the past. It was my first attempt, and it's got a bit worn. It's been bashed a bit. I never fully finished it, so I'm going to be working on this again, and it's got a bit of paint on it in here and there, so I'm going to be reworking this. But this is kind of what I achieved, and you can see it has worked. You see it does stick up. It is still sticking up. I just comb it now and then, kind of thing. So this was the first attempt of static grass I ever did over here. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I know the lighting is not particularly fantastic bit over here. Let's see if I can get that camera at a good angle for you. So what I want to do is just, first of all, I'll show you. This is the static grass that I've used. It's modeling material, static grass. This one is a 6mm moss green, which is pretty much suitable for this area actually. And as you can see, I've had this so long, I've used a little bit of it, but I've still got a big bag there, 50-gram bag. And I got this quite some time ago, and you can see there, like is on Facebook. They are on Facebook. Okay, modeling materials. Now, obviously, there are lots and lots of different manufacturers that are available. In fact, I'm just going to put the camera over there so I can talk to you. Hello. Wait, let it focus. So there are lots of different manufacturers, and I know from experience at the moment, and I think Tim at Island Scenics will probably kindly agree, that WWS is probably the best on the market at the moment. Green Scene all day long. Yes, Green Scene are good as well. And what I'm going to be doing over the Christmas period, I'm going to be looking in to getting me hold of some new static grasses. As I say, this is 6mm, so I need some 2mm. I have got another bag of this somewhere. It wasn't. I thought it was in the drawer with this still, but it seems to have disappeared. So I'm going to be getting my hands on some static grasses. I need some more scatters as well, and I'm going to be having a play about with. Disagree with WWS? Interesting stuff. So you recommend green screen then, Tim, being the best that you've come across? Well, obviously, I can't really used the products yet. But from what I've seen from a lot of people, modelers that have used, they seem to be using a lot of the WWS products, and I am keen to have a go myself. So I will be getting my hands on some over the next few weeks, hopefully. Obviously, it'll be a bit slow getting here due to all the Christmas post, but I'll try and get my hands on a few bags just to trial with. And I'll have a look at green screen. Is it green? Sorry, what was the manufacturer? Green. Let me just scroll back. I've lost it already. There we go. I'll put it up on screen actually. Scrapline says green scene all day long. So I'll have a look at their products as well. And I'll get a few so we can do a comparison with different manufacturers and see what we can come up with. Obviously, I'm going to be using my homemade one. So it'll be great to see how the different manufacturers work with homemade static grass applicators. Now, I did mention at the beginning of the show, I have already done a video about how to make your own. But I'll give you a quick rundown. It's a T-strainer. It's an electric fly swatter. It's a bit of wire and a nail. And a little bit of soldering. Job done. This whole thing cost me, I think, it was less than £5. It was about £4.95. Obviously, you can get larger sieve T-strainers to do a wider area, but I got the small one so I can get into smaller corners and not have to, because it's small, obviously I can't put too much in it, but it just gives me the ability to do smaller areas. Now it does work and it gives hell of a kick. So I'll charge it up. You can hear it charging up. Release. Ready. You can see the flash. Now, my batteries may need to be replaced a bit, but let's get this. Oh, you heard that one then go, didn't you? And again, so you know this works. There you go. So you know it works. So what I'm going to be doing is we're going to have a bit of fiddle about with this. Let me just make sure that's fully discharged, because this has given me a belt in the past. So with this one I've got, modelling materials, I did get these from off eBay. A lot of people, I've seen a lot of people talk about this. And that when they get static grass, you can see it's all in like a lump. Now I do believe that's due to some damp getting in. Can I ask, 1/2 is gone. Have we had the first shout out, by the way? Because if we have, we need to get it up on screen. Have we had the first shout out? Have we had the first shout out, Owen? Yes, he did say it's 1/2. It's 34 now. So have we had the first shout out? I disagree with WS. Okay. Honestly, so I moved over from NOC to WWS, but I still think Woodland Scenics is the best. Right. Well, what I would like to do, obviously, I'm going to try and get some static grasses from different manufacturers, one bag maybe of each, and we'll do some comparisons in later videos. So maybe we might be able to get that done before the end of the series on the 22nd of December, or we can come back in series 4 in the new year and we can have a good close look at static grasses. Scrapline also saying there, Green Scene, WS and Mini Nature are his top 3. Upwell says, been thinking of buying a Woodland Scenic static grass applicator. Sorry for my bad spelling. No bad spelling there, kiddo. MC Metro says, I've just gone to it. Let me put it back up. I've only used the WWS, but it's fantastic and I don't plan to change. Great stuff. What's this now? Go into eBay for buy a negative iron generator. Shop out your circuit board in homemade one. All right, job done. Coolio. Anyone like a bit of Miami Vice? Ben, what's that one there? Ben says, I found WWS best overall value. Andrew Satori says he uses Jarvis or Javis. I think it's Javis. I don't think there's an R in it, is there? Tim says, but I have not seen green scene, but now I am doing a lot more scenics. I will be looking for the best in quality and cost. Well, there we go. That's something I'm going to be looking at. And if you do manage to do before me, then great stuff. I'll be looking at yours. LB Train says, I've got a homemade applicator and some woodland scenics. So we'll be giving that a try for my first go. Braynorth Park, good evening. Thanks for joining us. Tim again says, WWS have a very vibrant, zesty colour green in most their mixes. That single colour ruins the effect. Oh, right. Well, that'd be interesting for me to check up on that. The same ones from bigger companies here are available on AliExpress. Wife's in. Don't put it on your tongue. Yes, indeed. What's that one there? Oh, that's interesting. CSX. I made a small one with a 22mm waste pipe and a pipe joiner. Really? Have you done a video on that, CSX? I'd be interested to see if you have. If you have, please let me know. Morland says, I use green scene and model tree shot mixed together. Fantastic. I'm definitely going to have to be checking up these. It is a great shocking joke from Tim. Homemade applicators are shocking. Chris is off. Whoever, right? Thanks, Benton Road, MRYCG Juniors for the win. Excellent. Right. So what? Let me get a tub. Let me get something to put these. I have got a tub here. I need to empty the contents of this tub into something else, though. It's not much in here, so bear with me, please. La-di-da-di-da. Oh, I've just found my other bag. You can see that's the one I've been using a lot of. It's the same manufacturer, and that's 6mm again. That's Meadow Green. So good luck. Lucky I had another search. And I'll also show you some the very first ever static grass I got my hands on, which I found to be quite poor, to be honest. Just need a tub. There we go, that'll do. Get rid of that. Tip that in there. Okay. Right, got a tub. Right, so sorry, wobbly camera. I'll just get a drink before I carry on. Now the camera's shifted. Apologies, it's because the cable's pulling it. I'll tell you what, I'll shift. So the very first static grasses that I ever got was, do you know what? That camera's annoying me there. There we go. Was this stuff. It's Train Save. Oh, we've had the first shout out, have we? By Owen. Let's have a look. Who's he chosen? MC Metro is the choice by Owen. So let's have a look at MC Metros. Can you post a link for MC Metros, please, Owen? Excuse me. That pop's gassy. So MC Metro is the first chosen shout out for this evening. Main Train, thank you for joining us. One of the big shout out from last week. Thank you, Main Train. Mark, for popping in. So tonight's first shout out has been chosen by Owen, and it is MC Metro. Let's have a look. And YouTube have decided to switch my quality of my own stream again. I'm in HD now. So we've got MC Metro is currently on 363 subscribers. Let's see if we can get him, at least get him up to, oh, it'd be nice if we can get him up to 400, but let's at least get him, let's get him 5 or 6 at least. Let's see if we can get him to 270 at least. So MC Metro, let's have a look. Do you have an about section? You do. Be sure, models and more. Be sure to stay tuned to the channel and subscribe, as I will upload a railway-based, mostly modelling video every Monday. This channel is not designed to be seen under children under the 13. No, I don't think anybody's is these days. So MC Metro. Oh, and I've come off it. Let me go back to it. Benton Road did post the link, so let's have a look. Yes, already going up in subscribers. And remember, when you do subscribe to a new channel, when you click subscribe, click on the bell, select all, so you make sure you get notifications of the channel's new content being uploaded. And also make sure you watch at least 2 or 3 videos of theirs and comment on them. Otherwise, YouTube will kick you off as one of the subscribers a week or so later. Always do that with every single channel that you come across with and decide to subscribe to. Don't just click subscribe and then just leave it in your subscription list. You need to go and view that channel, check out the videos, interact with the channel, and also always give it some thumbs up. So thank you very much, Owen, for the very first shout out. MC Metro, do a refresh. 367. Let's see if we can get him at least another 3. Right, so I was talking about these train save. These were the very first static grasses, and that you can see that one says rich green fine nylon flock stock. And then I had a, come on, focus. It's not going in. Mild. Anyway, that one's mild green, and you can see I used them a bit. And then this one is lawn green. Okay. Now, I thought these might have been quite good because static grasses. What mill are they? One thing it doesn't say on them is what mill it is, but I've got a feeling they're 2 mil. Because they're really, really fine. Now, this will go with what kind of thing what Tim's just mentioned. I'll just shake them up. Can you see? It glistens. It's very, very shiny, which ruins the static grass. It's very shiny. They are all, I'll just get them all, shake them all. They're all got a shine to them, got a bit of a sheen to them. Especially that one. That is really got it's like an apple green, that one is. Really shiny. Now, I did do the top area over there where the camping area is going to go, where the church used to be. I did that initially with these, and I only ended up doing a small area, and I was like, nah. So what I have been doing is, with this stuff, I've been mixing in little bits of it just to make use of it. And as you can see, I've had this for a long time now, and you can see, let me just turn around so you can see the how much quantity is in each one. You can see these are only 70-gram tubs, and I'll keep the tubs, but I haven't really used that much of them. And I've had these a couple of years now. Unlike this, which I haven't used that one, but you can see that's the one I've used majority of, because I've been really had a lot of interest in with that. It's worked well. Yeah, so if anyone's got any clue on how I can stop that being really shiny and make good use of it, I would be really pleased. Right, so Scrapline say they just need muting down with some matte varnish. Oh, right, matte varnish. Okay, that's a new one to me. Can't you put matte varnish over it, Jason? That's something I've not ever heard of. I would be interested to know if is that what you do. I've got matte varnish. That'd be interesting. I've got quite a couple of tins of that. It'd be interesting because that has been, and I'll just show you that bit there, all this bit here at the front, that's where I mixed it in. And if you look carefully, I'll just let me take the camera around. If you look carefully, you may see some of that colour in there. I don't know if it'll show up on the camera very well, but I did mix some of it in. No, it's not showing up very well. Back to me. So if it's matte varnish that stops it being so shiny, that would be a massive help. Done it on mine. Most grasses do glisten in the light. Well, these glisten, these shine like a light. That's how glistening they are. There you can see it, really glistening. Well, what I might do is I might, for the far end over there, right in the distance where a lot of it's going to get hidden away with additional scenery like bushes and stuff like that, I could make use of this stuff. So I think what we'll do is I'm going to get, which is the darker one of these, that's lawn green. That's the better one. That one is rich green. Do you know what? I think what we'll do is we're going to do some patch areas with all of these. So I've got my PVA. I've just seen another piece of confetti on the floor. Okay. Oh, I'll get my tub. Helps if you get rid of the old PVA out of the tub before you use it. Oh, don't you just love PVA when it peels? Who did that as a kid? When you were a kid, coat your hand in PVA, let it go dry, and then peel it off. Great fun, wasn't it? Put that in the bin. Okay, so I'm going to get some PVA in the tub. There we go, that should be enough. Okay. Let's take the camera over. There we go. Oh, too much, sorry. There we go. Okay, so it's coming up to 10 to 9. MC Metro, I would like you to choose the next shout out, please. It has to be from a member in chat. You've got until 9 o'clock to choose. Do not say who it is. If you would like your channel shouted out, come start begging. start asking him nicely. So if you like your channel shouted out, MC Metro will be looking through the chat and choosing someone here in chat right now as the next channel shout out. Model Railway shout out. So let's get all our stuff and let's have a look. So where should we start? I think what we'll do is we'll start over here. Yeah, that looks like an excellent view there, actually. So I need a paintbrush. In fact, no, I'm going to use the spatula. That's what I bought it for. Good old glue spreader. So the idea is that the static grasses are pretty much going to start from around here, and they will be up the top, but I'll be blending them that way. Over here, it'll be less static grassy. So we'll work on it from there. In fact, I do need a paintbrush actually. There we go. There's one. Yeah, that one will do. Just get rid of that. And what I'm also going to do, I've got my tub. What I'm going to do, I'm actually going to empty all of that bag in there now, so I can get rid of the bag. I'm going to have a look at the different statics. Okay, so I'll get that bag ready. So as you can see, it has gone into, this is in lumps like that, so you basically just have to break it up with your fingers. It's just stuck together. But someone did tell me, and I don't know if it's true or not, someone said if it's got a little bit damp, it can cause it to cling together, but obviously it'll dry out. But it's easily just pull it apart. It can be a bit tedious and annoying at times. So this is basically, what I'm doing is I'm going to show you pretty much how any good a homemade static grass applicator will be. Now I've gone. I'll put my paintbrush down. There it is. I can't find my paintbrush. Okay, so let's just move that to one side. I'm going to cover an area. We're going to do it in sections, and literally, I don't care where this static grass goes. So I'm literally just going to coat this anywhere. I don't care where it ends up. I'm not being particular. Grass will grow anywhere. Yeah. So we'll do this area here, nice and thick. This is neat PVA. I'm not saying this is how you're supposed to do it. I'm just going to say I'm just slapdashing it on, not making any effort to make it look fantastic or anything. It's just literally going to be my slapdash way of applying this static grass. Okay. And I'm sure there are many channels out there that do absolutely superb, amazing job. And I know, Tim, if you're here still, Scrapline, you do your static grassing has been fantastic. So yeah, I will have to go and check out what materials you've been using. So now I am going to admit, I think I'm going a bit too much of a larger area here with it. I'm being a bit too zealous on the glue. So that's soaking in. So what I'm going to do now, a lot of people, and I'm guilty of it, will say you don't need to stick the nail in. Well, I stick it in purely if I can't hold on to it. But in this case, I will be fine. Now, word of warning, don't charge your static grass applicator and touch your track, because it'll fry your chips and your decoders. Word of warning. So if anyone does it, don't blame me. Okay, so I'm getting some of this static grass now. I'm just going to literally plonk it in there, nice amount. Okay, now there's still a few bits of lumpy bits in there. I'm just going to start getting it ready. I'm going to charge it up, so I'm going to take this bowl away and with the nail over the liquid, basically just hold it near the static grasses. Now I can tell you now, it probably won't be fantastic, but it will do a decent-ish job. And I can already see it is working. And it's one of the reasons why I like to put the nail in. And I'll do it just here. Actually, I'll see if I can press the nail in. Yeah, there you go. I'm just shoved the nail in a little bit, is so I can hold the button and tap at the same time. Now, I don't want to put too much on, but at the same time I want to put plenty on. So it's some areas I will need more, some areas I won't need any at all.
but I can confirm that it's sticking up. You don't have to cover everything over, because I'm going to move the nail now. The only thing is it leaves a hole, but that's not a problem. Make sure that's breaking up. Right, so then basically all I do is just comb it to make it stick up. Now, I'm not saying these batteries in this are, oh, they are good, because it's definitely working. Definitely working. And bearing in mind, this is like going to be like overgrown meadows with trees on, with fencing around. So it doesn't have to be anything special. Let's pull that out now. So I didn't even use all of that was still in there. Let me just, oh, a word of warning, when you're finished, if you're finished with it, make sure you discharge before placing it down anywhere, because if you place it down anywhere near a bit of track and it touches it, you're in trouble. So, might not look much there on that camera. Whoop. I'm going to bring you a bit closer. I don't know if you can see due to the shadow. I'm trying to get you a position where you can see it. The shadow's not fantastic. What you could do with another light here. But it's okay. It's not fantastic. It's definitely nothing compared to quality. You can see it is sticking up, but it'll be like overgrown grassing. So that was the which one was that again? Sorry, I've forgotten. Which one was that? Where's the bag gone? There it is. That was Meadow Green. Modeling Materials Meadow Green. Yeah, that's what I see. Okay, so you can see where I've not done, which is obviously there. You can see where I've done up to, sorry. Okay, you can see the difference. And what we'll do now is I'm going to change to, we're going to now use some of the moss green, which is the same manufacturer. So we're now going to have a go with the moss green 6mm. So again, we're going to apply some more glue. So we carry on from where we left off on the previous gluing. Nearly up against it, because don't want to put it right up against the tracks, because near the track is going to be dead grass. Where the dirty trains are killing the grass off. I have watched a lot of people do scenic stuff, and there are so many out there that are definitely miles better than my production. I'm just giving you an interpretation of just my idea on things. If it doesn't go right, what do we all say? Just do it again. But at the end of the day, in my opinion, what's right and wrong when it comes to scenics?
is there a right way or is there a wrong way? Because no one decided that in real life. It just happened to be how it happened to be. So in model life, is it the same? Right. So we'll just let that soak in a little bit. It's gone 9 o'clock. So as MC Metro chose the... Oh, sorry, I've just got the camera wrapped around the cable. Has MC Metro chosen the 9 o'clock shout out? Yes. 4, 3, 2, 1. MC Metro has chosen Pennington TMD. Lovely. So MC Metro has chosen Pennington TMD as the second shout out for today. So if you'd like to post a link, absolutely fantastic. Thank you very much for that. Jason loves PVA. I'll go with that one. Hashtag Jason loves PVA. I do. I love the stuff. Takes me back to my childhood days. In fact, look. Can't beat a bit of school PVA. The best stuff to play around with. On Scenics, it's how it looks to the eye. I could post a few pictures of amazing layout from the model club. I am worried about the resin, but if you do it right, you should be okay. That would be a mega scene. A gorge, yeah. 6 foot gorge, wow. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, they do. So again, if you subscribe to someone, make sure you click on. Why is that out of focus now? Oh, focus. When you do subscribe, you do watch numerous videos. Click the bell, select all, and do give it some thumbs up. Make sure you interact with the channel. Otherwise, YouTube will unsub your sub. Yes, upwards. He's just said there. You can tease the grass to give a windswept effect and prevent it from looking like a carpet. Yeah, that's kind of what I did over there. And I do still, let's say, I come along and I do kind of brush it from time to time. Do we have the link for... Do we have the link? Barnabas Junction is also MRYCG. Oh, right, he's also an MRYCG new member. Superb. And there we go. We do have the link. Benton Road has put the link in. Thank you very much. Where's my phone? Where's my phone? I put it down somewhere. There it is. So let's see what MC Metro dropped up on. Great. He got onto 370. Superb stuff. Let's have a look then at Pennington. 132. Oh, definitely requires some subscribers. Check him out. Let's see, has he got any about section? Welcome to my YouTube channel. If you enjoy trains, then you're in the right place. We're all in the right place. Follow me while I try designing and building my own model railway layouts. Oops, I've come off it. Let me go back. So Pennington Road, 133 subscribers. Superb stuff. We can get him up to 140. That would be fantastic. Timings and planning is crucial with resin. I spent about 2 hours prepping and calculating time before I poured 4 kilos in one nervous hit. Wow, was that for your river scene, Tim? That was fantastic, that was. Excellent stuff. And I would like... Pennington's not actually here. Right, so it's 9:05. Mini Westminster Junction, are you still here, Rachel? Mini Westminster Junction, Rachel and Sean, are you still here? And yes, YouTube does remove you if you don't interact with the channel. I have been removed from people's channels because I don't always watch and comment. Yeah, I know. At the end of the day, YouTube seems to expect you to watch and comment on every single channel you subscribe to. And I think it's very unfair that they should decide that to unsubscribe you because you haven't been onto someone's channel for a month. I think that's silly. Mini Western Junction, at 9:30, I would like you to announce the next shout out for the channel, please. So you've got 25 24 minutes to choose from a channel in the chat to be the 9:30 Model Railway shout out. So I'll leave you to think about that one while we get on with the next lot of static grassing. Let's just check Peniton, 133. Good stuff, good stuff. So let's get on with the second zone. We might get a better view on this because there's a bit more light here. So we've got a nice bit wet patch there, so just shove that in there. So I'm just going to clean off the bottom because we've got a bit of glue on there. There we go. Clean out that. So next one we're going to be doing again, it said, is the moss green 6mm. And again, I'm going to put some into the holder. Again, it's clumped up again, which is a bit annoying, but never mind. Tim, you are about green scene. Do you find that the static grass clumps for those as well, or is it just depending on the quality of the static grass? That's an interesting question. Wonder if you could comment on that. Okay, so I'll watch that there. So here we go. So we've got the, what did I say again? Moss green, and we're going to go with the second area. I wish the camera would focus. Have we lost the camera? Nope, camera's there. Sorry about that. I thought we lost the camera. No, definitely haven't lost the camera. Okay, and I think it's decided to focus now. Okay, so here we go. This is the moss green. Hopefully you're all still with me. Let's see how this goes. Charging it up. And basically just tap it and just hold it up. Now straight away, I can see this a lot clearer with it being obviously a lighter green. And like Aaron said, you can tease the static grass, just like sweeping it like that. And it's up to you. You can put on as much as you like, as little as you want. You can do a bare area, but then do a lot in one area. Leave that there. There we go. Now you must be able to, I'll just lift that away. Can you see the differences between the colours already? I certainly can. I'll take you obviously in for a closer look in a moment. I know why it's looking blurred, because I bet that's on, no, it's not on HD, that's why. There we go, that'll change now. So you will get, because depending on how wet it is, you will get some areas that will flatten. And you can do it obviously patchy as well, so you can do certain areas that you can just about hear it. What I'll do is just discharge that. Yeah. I'm just going to break this up because it's in clumps. I'm just hoping it's not blurred for you guys. You've not lived until you've lived. Please don't try that at home. Camera is very out of focus. Yeah, I thought so. Don't know why it's doing it. Let me just move the camera and see where we get a better view. think it's just gone in focus. How's that? Yeah, that's done it now. Sorry about that. Right, so I'm going to tease it now. Like Aaron said, tease your static grass in a certain direction. I think the batteries are getting a bit low in this. Oh no, it's still working. So, right, I'm going to tip that in there. Discharge. Yeah, we're discharged. No, no, it's not spectacular. It's not set out to be. So I'm no expert at this. I'm just giving you my outline of how things have worked for me. So if I just move the camera around now, try and get you between them shaded areas. Hard to distinguish, but in fact, yeah, you can tell. If you look, the wet patch, let me get a pointer. I know what to use. So if you look, you can see the the line there. That's the meadow green. That's the moss green. Although that looks a lot wetter, you can clearly see the difference in the colours. And when obviously that dries, you will see a big difference. Let me see if I can get you in for a lower angled shot. See if you can see. There we go. It's not spectacular. Wait for the camera to become stationary. So yeah, it's a little bit. It's not too bad. It's not bad for a rough look. It's not supposed to be anything spectacular. It's supposed to be a very rough, overgrown area. I really do think it could do with probably some 10mm, to be honest, to make it even more grassified. But you can see the difference between an area that's not been done. You can see at the top there. See the contrast of difference between an area that's not been done here and an area that has been done. There is a noticeable difference. So that's the whole plant. This whole area will all have this done. So I say I will be needing more static grasses than what I've got. And obviously all the way up there too. All the way to the top, which is, I'll just take you around, which you can see if you look on the top of there, see that really shiny stuff? That's that stuff from out the tubs on top of that hillside. So all up there has got to be done and down. So that's next big jobs. Now, would anyone like to see these attempted with, or should we just leave it? Looking at the camera, it does not show really actually how shiny these are, but I tell you now, they are really shiny. They're glistening really badly. On the camera, they don't show that look that shiny. Yes, I do intend on putting flock. In fact, I'll just go and get what I use, so you've got an idea. I'm just going to put the camera back over on top to the laptop. Lopsided. So I'll just show you what it's Woodland Scenics. So these are what I've been using. I bought these
at the Osage Model Railway exhibition in 2018, 2 years ago, and all the station area, all that round here, I've done using these 3 different bags that I've got. I've got medium green, which is FC58, dark green, which is FC59, and I've got light green FC57. So 57, 58, and 59. I paid about £7 each for these bags, and I love this stuff. So this will be going to create undergrowth. One thing I also do have, and I've never really been a big fan of this, and that's the liching. Well, that was because I didn't have a very good quality liching. Just move them out of the way so it focus. Well, I got some of this. This is Gauge Master liching. So I'll be using some of this as well. And if anybody knows the best videos out there on how the easiest way to use this stuff, I will be very, very appreciated. Even if it's your own video, let me know. Get in touch with me. So these are brand new bags, not yet been opened. So it's GM165 and GM164 by Gauge Master. Dark green and light green. I'll be having a go with those. Oh, clump foliage is a mainstay of my layout. It is on me, I know. I really do like the stuff. I think my favourite one of the 3 is the light green. I think it's the light green, is it? Yeah, the light green FC57. That is my favourite colour of the 3. And that's, in fact, yeah, that and them I've used the most. That's 57 and 58. And maybe in the distant future I'll be looking again some more. But a static grass applicator, what I really could do with now getting my hands on is obviously a professional. No, would we call them professional static grass applicators? So I can do a comparison then against the homemade one, which cost about £4.95 to make, or minus the batteries, that is, because obviously you have to keep replacing them, or a proper professional one. My limitations are, is because of the slope of the roof, is getting in with obviously the big tower ones. It's getting in there. I would need one of them fine ones to do that sort of area. But we'll wait and see the fine applicator ones. I have always used them, says Somerset Andy. Just let me grab. I need to catch up on chat. Let me catch up on the chat. Oh, she's done it early. She's done it early. Well, we'll go with it now then. So Mini Western Junction has chosen. I did say past, but we'll go with 20 past. So at 20 past 9, thank you very much, Rachel Mini Western Junction, for choosing shout out number 3. And she has chosen tonight for Andrew Sartorius. Thank you very much, Rachel, for choosing tonight's 3rd shout out. If we can have a link, please, that would be great. Simo Day says he uses the puffer bottle, and they are quite good. I used to have a puffer bottle one, Gauge Master yellow puffer bottle, but I don't know what happened to it. It vanished. I've just put to the test the WWS new detailer. Great applicator for patchwork. Interesting. Have you done a video on that, have you, Tim? I don't think if you have, I've probably not caught up. I've got so many videos to catch up on. I've been so busy with so much other stuff. I've got so much to catch up on. My layout river had over 50 minutes with mixed to set. Ouch. The blue HST is out tomorrow at Crewe, is this? What time? What time is it at Crewe Station, Rachel? I've yet to catch that. Is it coming into Crewe or leaving Crewe? That's another question. I'll catch up with the comments. No worries, if Andrew, it doesn't matter if you've not got much on your channel. If you've got a channel and it's model railway related, that's all that matters. Thank you very much for the link. So there we go.
Now, I don't want to put the user in timeout, so I want to click on the link. Thank you very much, YouTube. Oh, straight away, I've just clicked on it, Andrew, and the first video that's popped up straight away. I'm liking it, Garden Railway. And I've got to be honest, Andrew, I am really going to apologise. YouTube have unsubscribed me from your channel. So, everybody, this is what you do. Go to the chat. I'm trying to do this backward. Get to your channel, hit the subscribe, and also hit the bell and select all. Make sure you watch the videos and comment. And I'm going to give you a comment now, Andy. Hiya. There you go. Giving you a big comment. Hiya. In fact, Train Freak has just commented on there. New sub from Barnabas Junction. Looking forward to you're running a train on this. Very cool. Train Freak's name is Jason also. Great names. So super duper. Give it a thumbs up. Make sure you give some thumbs up. Yeah, you're going to get a thumbs up from me on that one. I like that straight away. First video popped up on my screen. Excellent. Super duper. So before me, let me go to the main channel. There we go. So we're at the channel. Already hit 30 subscribers. Oh, it definitely deserves some subscriptions. So we're going to keep on that one there. Andrew Sartorius. Great stuff, my friend. Lockdown Garden Railway. Fantastic. Island Scenic Switch, Jason. Yes, there's two of us, Jason. Train Freak is Jason, and I'm Jason as well, Tim. Also, don't think Jason is sub to my channel, Island Scenics. Oh, hang on. Do you know what? I'm going to go through some of your channels. Island Scenics. Thank you very much, YouTube. That is nothing. Sorry, Tim. Sorted. Thanks very much, YouTube. Yeah. Hello, camera. You can zoom. You can focus again now. Hello. Hello. Come on, camera. There we go. Hello. Yeah, sorted, Tim. Yes. So, if you've not been seeing any notifications from a lot of your subscriptions, your channels that you were subscribed to, go check out and make sure YouTube has not kicked you off. See what I mean? Tim, I was always following your videos. I was a big follower of your channel. I've not caught up on a lot of channels since beginning of November. I need a drink. So I'm going to have to go through a lot of the channels that I was on and I have to go back through them and find out. No worries, Growler. Take care. Yeah, exactly. I did wonder why I hadn't heard from you in a while. Yes, and indeed, as you know, I was always in your streams because I like your scenic work. In fact, I think the last one, I remember the last video I watched of yours, Tim, was you were just deciding about, in fact, you were on about the bridge going over the gorge, where the other tracks go underneath. You were on about where the track was going to be laid going over that bridge. So I've got a lot of catching up to do, obviously. Yeah, notorious for unsubbing people in November. I lost 28, says Digger. Yeah, I did lose a lot. And obviously it's people just don't have the time to watch every single channel that they're subscribed to. So if you've not seen a video from one of your regular favorite channels that you've been following for some time, just go and check that you're still subscribed. It won't be your fault that you're unsubscribed. It'll be YouTube. But please go and check them out. Ben's Valley Railway says, got to go catch up. Night all, stay safe, keep smiling. Will do. Cheers, Ben. Nice to get a shift swap from work, so going to see where I'm going for it. Oh, so he's going to go out for it. Actually, did Rachel respond to me regarding the train? It's coming into crew to go into LSL.
Hopefully they won't miss the station and end up going straight in. Fantastic stuff. Inbox me the details. I'd be quite interested in going seeing that. And I'm back. Blasted timber delay. Bye, Jerry. Someone saying bye to Jerry. I take it that's all right. That'll be Ben's Valley. The tree is very cool. Just watched it. Island Scenics. I've seen a picture actually. I saw it on social media, on the groups. You posted a picture of a tree with tree house in the middle of it. That looks really good. That does. I emailed YouTube and they denied that they unsubscribe people, but I still lost 10. Well, they're lying because they do. It's it's actually in their policy that they will unsubscribe you from the channel. Owen's got to go. Take care, matey. Thank you very much. They did put it into their subscriber policy that you have to be active on a channel to remain subscribed. Otherwise, they will unsubscribe you from that channel. It's in their own. They put it in their own words. If they're denying it, then they're obviously lying. They definitely are unsubbing. 100%, 100%. They are doing it. There's numerous channels that I watch regularly, and I never got round to watching one particular channel, which I watched every single video up to a certain point. And this particular channel, I suddenly hadn't watched any videos for about 3 weeks because I was so busy. And 4 weeks came on, and I'm wondering why there was no notifications from this channel of videos that I hadn't watched on. And so I went directly to the channel and found I was unsubscribed. I didn't do it. So yeah, YouTube do unsubscribe channels. It's their auto algorithms. It's their way of having to go in and getting rid of all the spam bot non-active channels. They've automated it, save them having to go in all the time and manually getting rid of all the dead channels. So basically, the dead channels will slowly not be subscribed to channels to the point where they'll have none, and then they can just basically go to them and get rid of them. Yeah, they say they don't control the likes, dislikes. I think they are lying because my brother has a gamer channel and sometimes they remove likes from his video. Really? Thank you very much, Minnie. I've not seen that done, the like sections. I've not seen them being manipulated, but definitely the subscribers. Anyway, we're gabbling on. Hour and a half in. So what I would like then is your opinions, guys. For people who are on a budget, is the homemade static grass applicator worth it? Or would you recommend just saving up the pocket money and going for one of the leading manufacturers' applicators? What are your thoughts overall? That was obviously basically that's aimed at those that have already got one from the major manufacturers. I would like to know your opinions and your thoughts, and on which one you have actually got, so people can have an idea to see what manufacturers there are around, and basically so they can go and check out. Obviously, I made that myself. I did actually make two. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to, because I'm looking at the screen. I'm looking at the screen there. Hello. Instead of looking at the camera, so I'm going to put the camera back on the. There you go. So I'm actually talking to you guys now. So what do you think, guys? Let's have a look. Let's read the chat. Mini Western Junction says, never used one. I have only used the Gauge Master puffer bottle. Right. Island Scenic says, as Tim says, when it decides to show. No, that's not the one. 100% get a real one, Jason. He says also, I have both homemade and bought. Railway Noob says, I have a Pico and a cheap eBay version, and I couldn't tell the difference, but I am a noob. Laugh out loud. Donegal Dad says, I have found the static grass. For the static grass, it depends on the make of the grass, the glue, and the applicator used. So there's a big difference. It's not generally just, obviously, you've found it's not generally just the actual applicator. It's also the glue used and the grass is used. Interesting thought. Digger says, I have homemade one like yours, Jason, but it's only any good on 3mm grass. That because it's a lot finer. Interesting thought, actually. Could be good, depending on, that'll also depend on, when you make your own, it'll depend on the size of the gaps in the gauze of the sieve. Well says he's never used one. Yes, indeed, Ireland. We are all noobs. I still don't know how to run a train. Yeah, and I still don't know how to build a layout successfully, because it always goes wrong at some point. We're looking to getting something like it when we start the new railway next year, says Somerset Andy. Scrapline says, I've got the Pico Micro and the WWS Detailer. I don't do much grassing in big areas, so those two do the job, obviously, for him. Yeah, because yours is very, obviously, you're modelling Exeter St. David's, which is a very industrial and station area. So, yeah, there won't be that much. But when you go out in your countryside, wouldn't you be using quite a bit then? Or have you trying to kind of focused it where your countryside sections are kind of off scene and using the back scenes instead? Train Freak says, if you buy a static applicator, only use their grass, as the other manufacturers haven't been tested and proven to work. Good point. So say you buy the Pico applicator, is it better to only use the Pico grass? Or can you use WS grass with a Pico applicator, or use Pico grass with a WS applicator? Does it work? Or is the grass specific for their applicator? That's another good, interesting question. Hairspray all the way. I have used many glues, but money and easy to get hold of. Yeah, always rob them. Oh, right. So the Pico one is the WWS one. So there's no comparison then. They're obviously the same product. Oh, I didn't know that. See, I just showed you how little I know about applicators. This is why I thought it'd be great to us have a conversation, talk about them. Route Sound Railways. Hi, Jason. Sorry, I'm late. Never late. If you're here, you're here on time. Doesn't matter what time you come into the show. If you're here, you're fine. Andrew says, always done mine by hand. Have a look at my layouts. Will indeed, Andrew. Simmons says, never laid static grass in my life, but this is something in the future that I will be looking into. Double O'Neill says, hello. Good evening to Double O'Neill. Upwell says, if I get one, I'd use it on the micro layout. Scrapline. It's all patchwork with grass, as I tend to blend other scatters and textures into the scenery. Excellent. Yes, I know what you mean. Right, so WWS started. Oh, that was the wrong one. That's Ireland saying hi to Tris. WWS started off at Pico, now both as Pico, but still buy it to sell it. Right, got you. Excellent. So yeah, it's a great idea to get comparisons. There's a few modelers out there that obviously they're not here today, and I'd be interested to get their views as well, because I know a lot of them have used the applicators. Some of the obviously the well-named modelers that are out there, well-known modelers. I'm waiting on CSX Rensville to kill me a teddy bear first. Thank you very much, Minnie. Please share and subscribe, everyone. Indeed. Thank you very much. O'Neill saying hi to everybody in the chat. So everybody say hi to Double O'Neill. Hello, Double O'Neill. Made two, large and small. They work for me. Well, I thought possibly getting another one of Fly Swatters and putting a larger gauze on it, larger strainer on it. maybe a more powerful one, because this only takes 2 AA batteries, which is only obviously 3 volts. If I got one with a 9-volt battery, it obviously has a lot more kick in it, a lot more power. But this worked. It's got a good kick to it. Yeah, that works. It does work. These batteries are actually in here are quite old, so that might be quite a low charge, low kick. But it does work. I think a lot of it's down to the fact that I'm only using a small one, small grade, low voltage battery. Maybe if I did one with a 9-volt battery, it might be a little bit better. I don't know. We'll wait and see. So it's now 25 to, and I think I'm going to open the floodgates. But before we do, actually, no, before I open the gates, I'm going to have a drink. My throat's getting sore. Okay, so as with the beginning of the show, I mentioned numerous people, the giveaway that's open. There's obviously a lot of different people here now, so I'm going to reiterate it again. A lot of people have entered the giveaway, which was launched on episode 6. Prizes donated courtesy of John Dawson, and also a prize from Benton Road with his kits. Specialized kit, that is. Now, no pink hooch tonight. No, unfortunately not. I'm on the light stuff tonight. Thanks very much, Jay. So, have you all entered my giveaway? If you haven't, why not get over to episode 6, check out the giveaway. It was the explosive birthday episode, or pre-date birthday episode. It was a lot of fun. It was a big laugh, and yes, I launched a giveaway. So we're going to go back to what I mentioned at the beginning of the show, and that's the people that have entered. So let me screen share again. Here we go, and hopefully this will come up. So I'm going to watch on my own screen. Yeah, so I'm going to see if it's come up on the screen, and it has. So again, going back over this, the giveaway, you can have up to a maximum of 4 entries in this giveaway per person. There are, up to last Sunday, there were only 3 open. Now the 4th is open. That was the podcast episode 8, which is now launched last Sunday, just gone, 2 p.m. on the MRYCG YouTube channel. So you can get 4 entries in to this giveaway. So not just 1 entry per person. You got the chance of getting 4. You've got to go and comment on episode 6 in the comment section, hashtag DBShankar. You go to John Dawson's intro video, comment on that with the same comments, hashtag DBShankar. Go to Steve Smith's channel, that's Railway Laser Lines, and go to his MRYCG plaque video and also comment hashtag DBShankar. And now you can go to the MRYCG final podcast of the episode of the year 2020, episode 8, which was the Christmas special. Go on to there and also comment hashtag DBShankar. Watch the podcast as well, or listen to the podcast. It's a great one, it is. Very, very festive, all ready for Christmas. So this is a list up to date. This was the list up to date, I'll get my words right, to just before I went live with today's episode. This will get updated later on today with everybody as they come in. So as you can see, for example, Mike Pringle there, fantastic job. He has got all 4 entries in already, and so has Dinmore Junction, and so has Valley Brook. In fact, I think 5 people have. Yes, Rail Ale Bob, he's got all 4 entries in, and Someone Trains has got all 4 entries in. Bearing in mind, this is up to before we went live, so that is now obviously subject to change. Anybody else that's now since gone back to those other videos and done it. So bearing in mind, this will change. So there are a number of people that have not got all 4 entries in. Go get your entries in. If you want 4 entries, you need to go to 4 places and get your comment in place. Also, don't forget to subscribe to their channels as well. So if you see your name and you have not yet got all your entries in, well, you now can see where you need to go to get your entries in. Okay. So numerous people, for example, Owen, I know he's just bobbed off. He's only got 2 entries in so far. He's got to go back to the actual video, and he's also got to go to the podcast. Virtually everybody, apart from 5, have got to go to the podcast episode to get your 4th entry in. So a lot of people need to go to the other 3. The likes of these chaps here, they've missed out on 2 more entries just there. So get your entries filled in if you want more than 1 chance, more than 2 chances, more than 3 chances of winning superb prizes donated by John Dawson. The draw will be taking place live here on YouTube Tuesday on the 22nd of December. The episode on the 22nd of December, and that is to be the last episode of this series. It will be a very festive episode as well. I do believe Santa is going to be making an appearance and will be passing through the station, one way or another anyway. Whether it be on a sleigh, via his train, I'm not sure. We'll see. So there you go. Get your entries in. Just waiting for that to come back to me now. Right, okie dokie. So there we go. So get your entries in. Who do I have to sub? Say again. Who I have to sub to win? You go to, obviously, sub to me, sub to John Dawson, sub to Steve Smith, and sub to the MRYCG podcast, and get your comment in on all of those videos stated. Links to all the places you need to go are in the description of episode 6, so you haven't got to go searching YouTube all for particular channels. Go to episode 6. Click on the links, comment on episode 6, go to the others, comment on them. That's how you get your entries in. I will be monitoring that. Which interview is this? What's that now? Oh, way up. Who's going ho, ho, ho? Train Freak, Santa's favourite scale. H-O, H-O, H-O. Jason, can you scrap my interview, please? What interview is that? Interview? I don't understand that. You have to message me, please, Tim. Message me directly. Got to go now. Thanks, Jason. So much, Andy. Everyone from Great Stream. All stay safe. Cheers, Andy. Super duper. So, all comment. Train says Train Freak's just commented on all 4. Well done. Just sent you one, Tim. I see it's by David. Good, and by David. I'm still waiting for someone to give a bottle away. Give away a bottle of Jack Daniels. It always turns up in my videos. David Atkins, take care. Stay safe. Stay well. Thank you very much for joining us. So, Andrew says, right, thank you for my shout out tonight. Off to bed night, all stay safe. Thank you very much, Andrew. Take care of yourself. See you again very soon. So, should I open up for... We'll tell you what, we'll open up for 5 minutes. John Dawson's off. Great stream. Thank you very much, John. Take care. See you soon. Okie dokie. So I'm going to post into the chats. If anyone is wants to join there, welcome to do so. Just for 5 minutes or so before we say goodnight for one and all. Yes, as I mentioned, on the 22nd of December will be a very special one. Apparently, I have been told that it's going to be a very special one. Not only will it have the draw, but apparently something special is going to be taking place. So stay tuned and make sure you're tuned in, obviously, for the draw. And obviously, for what's happening. Wait and see. One thing I will ask is, there's obviously, I want this to be ideas from yourselves. If you've got any suggestions on what you would like to have featured in these episodes of YouTube Tuesday, then please get in touch. I would gladly appreciate any form of requests to talk about a particular subject, bearing in mind, I've got obviously then I have to do a research and see what I can come up with. Or maybe would you like to see some kits built? Don't want to be building too many kits as of yet, because that's mainly all my kits are going to be used for over that end. But I will be working on kits that will be more key countryside kits. So if you think maybe some countryside kits that I could be building on, any chance of a steam rail tour? I could do. That might be an interesting one. We could have a steam running session. I could sort that out. So maybe that's something for next week. We could have a bit of a steam running session. Thanks, Simon. Talk about DB Schenker. It's red or amber with gold or black or white writing. There we go. And I've got a 37, which is but the good thing is it's really a DRS train, so get away with that one. Yeah, 37419 is actually a DRS train. Although that's the DB Schenker one, it is actually a DRS train. If you go looking for it, it initially started as an intercity Swallow livery train. Then EWS got it, DB Schenker, painted it up into the red. They only had it for a few months, and then they didn't use them, so DRS bought them and painted them into their blue. Don't you have an American train you can run? I do. I do. That we could run. Not today, but definitely that needs to be ran before the end of the series. Thank you for reminding me, Jason. In fact, Jason, remind me, if you can, remind me either at the start of next week's stream or before to run it, because I will forget. I keep forgetting. Any other ideas on what you would like to have featured on these shows? I would like to get some input from yourselves, and obviously some of interest that you might be liking. So no one wants to join chats. You could show us around the new site earmarked for the cheers, Digger. Thanks very much. Yes, I've just had a flood of notifications of hashtags that have come through. Thank you very much to all of us. So yes, okie dokie. So we'll leave it like that then. So next week we'll have a little bit of a running session. We will do a bit of steam, and we'll do a bit of Canadian American trains. I think it's a Canadian train. Had 437-419 for haulage back in 2018 from Norwich to Brundle. Excellent. Train fit. I'll send you a private message earlier that day, just in case I get stuck in a meeting and can't attend, but I can always watch the replay. Indeed, excellent stuff. So huge thank you then, obviously, for everybody tuning in this week. Big thank you to all my moderators again for the great work that they do. And again, next Wednesday it's not this Wednesday, the Wednesday after. I think you said, Rachel, wasn't it? Blue HST. Interesting. Maybe able to capture something in that. If not, if I don't get the chance to go, then make sure you tune into Mini Western Junction, so she will be live there. Great with the lives. So super stuff. Right, so we'll leave it right there then for now this week. Thank you again for joining us. Get your entries in. Go to episode 6. Get your comments sorted. Thank you to everybody that's tuned in for this week. Just cutting it a little bit short now, as I do need the loo. Enjoyed the stream. Thank you very much. This Wednesday, so it's tomorrow. Right-o. Thank you very much. So I need to put that up because I always forget doing these. And what's that one? Let me just change that. No, I don't want it to scroll. Save. Just to remind everybody, have you entered? Get your entry in. So thank you very much, everybody, for tuning in. I wish you all extremely well. Stay safe for the until next Tuesday. We will see you there. Well, not there. We will see you here. So take care, everyone. Stay safe, stay well, and remember, keep on modeling. Bye for now. Bye.